Hi everyone, it's Monique from ButterBeeScraps. Just wanted to show you guys a mini album that I created for a friend down in Washington, Ginger from MySistersScrapper. A couple months ago we decided that we would get together and do a swap, so what we did is we sent each other a box of goodies to use to create a mini album, and then of course we're going to send the completed albums back. So anyway, let's get started here. So this is the album that I completed. One thing we decided to do was include one item from our stash on each page. So I'm not actually going to go and point it out because I want Ginger to be able to look for those items and see if she actually remembers what she did and didn't send to me. So anyway, I'll just go over this really quickly. A lot of it is pretty self-explanatory. You'll see that in a lot of the album I created my own flowers. Ginger did send me a selection of flowers. A lot of these tiny mulberry flowers here came in a package. Same with this little cabbage rose. However, I really like a lot of flowers. So I ended up using the Tim Holtz Tattered Florals die to punch out a bunch of different flowers from the little scraps that I had left. And what I did was I used a technique that was shown by Laura Denison, and I'll put the link to the video down in the bottom here. All she did was she soaked the flowers. However, I didn't soak mine. I just sprayed them with starch, crumpled them up and shaped them, and then let them dry. And then I just layered them, and it's hard to see on film, but I have this product, Smooch, and this is the pearlized top coat. So it's a bit translucent when you put it on. And I went around all the edges of all the petals. I was completely sloppy about it. And then I put like just little drops of glossy accents glue around the edges so it looks like little dewdrops on the flowers. And just to soften the look of the flowers, I added this tool that Ginger sent for me, and I heated the edges so it curled up a lot. So anyways, you'll see a lot of these throughout the album. Use some bling that Ginger sent, layered lace, all that kind of thing. This is the first time I've ever used a frame on the front of an album, and what I did was I actually cut the back off of the frame so it doesn't flip up or anything, but there is a little tab here, and of course it's hard to get at. Sorry Ginger, you might have to use your tweezers for this. But you can lift it up and she can put a title or picture or whatever she wants in there. So the spine of the album looks like this. There's a little key and some charms and ribbon that I put on one of these rings. And you'll see what I did for the binding is I've got 4 holes here with eyelets, and what I did was I used hair elastic, and I put a jump ring in the end of the elastic just so that it wouldn't slip through the end of the eyelet. So I put a jump ring on the elastic. I threaded the elastic through all of the pages through the other side with another jump ring. So decorated the binder with this ribbon, and this is actually a beaded bracelet. It's kind of metallic silvery type beads. The back I left quite simple. I did include, it's hard to tell with the, oh there we go, with the glare, but I did include my original stamp, and I signed in and dated it for her as well. I've got one corner there, Tim Holtz corner there, and one here. For the closure, I just put an eyelet through here, and unfortunately couldn't center it because of the frame. And then I put 2 back here, and I did 2 back here because guess what, I messed up. And when I punched the hole, I don't know what I did about measuring, but I measured off center. So what I did was I just punched a second hole to make it look right. Threaded the ribbon through, and I don't know, I'm debating whether or not I should take this charm off because this is a magnet. So the tassels, look at it, it sticks to the magnet. When the book is lying flat, these just dangle and it's fine, but I don't know. So what I did is took my 1/2 inch punch and I punched a little B from the paper line. I glued it on there and put glossy accents over it to protect it. So let's open this up. So inside the front cover, here again is one of those flowers I made. A flourish I punched out from some chipboard that she gave me. Some clear beaded trim along the bottom here. And a stick pin that Ginger sent. In the pocket, I've got this tag, the journaling spot on the back. It holds this tiny little tag. I also have this Graphic 45 envelope, and inside there's a Tim Holtz journaling ticket, and then I put a full-size picture mat here for her. The next page here, I created this using a paper bag. I've got a clear piece of acetate here, and I created lots of tags, and maybe that's why, Ginger, sorry, almost all your paper is gone. Couple picture mats in this one, and this is like some embossing with perfect pearls as a background on both sides. So there's one pocket here with a tag, and there's a second deeper pocket. Turn the page, and here's another one of the homemade flowers, a little piece of lace, little dream adage ticket with the Tim Holtz memo pin. Got this tag with a little black charm on it. This was a metal tag that Ginger sent to me, and what I did was I used alcohol inks on it, and then I rubbed my StazOn pad over the top, and then just sanded it with this burnishing block. This guy here, I'm not sure where I got it. It's called Snow Block. Got it at a craft store. Anyway, so you can actually see some of the StazOn ink on the chandelier there, but you know, it just looks grungy. I like it. On the back, I just left as is. Then there's another tag here. Ginger sent me a couple of these envelopes, so what I did is I just incorporated them as pages in the album. This is a little flower. There's a ribbon with these flowers on. I'm sure everybody's seen those. So you open this up. Oh, and there's oh, sorry, this guy opens. Photo mats. Flip this over. This is a die cut that Ginger sent me. I had to cut the bottom off because it was too long. The top here I used, she had a heart-shaped doily that she sent me, so I used it for the top of the bodice, and although I typically kept the entire album in the neutral, black, cream, and craft colors, I did add, I don't know, I felt compelled to add a splash of green here. Same with, you'll notice a couple of the flowers on the cover of the album have green on them. And I noticed the skeleton leaf is, I'll have to fix that before I give the album to Ginger. But here's another tag that she sent me. Again, I alcohol inked this one. This one I used a lighter color, more golds and sage greens, and then I used a brown StazOn pad over top of the gears. And I used the brown StazOn pad on this side as well, and I did not sand or burnish it. So there's another tag behind this little bag. So next page, I told you I love my flowers, so here's another homemade flower. I've got a couple of tags in this pocket here. Here, nice big photo mats. And I made all my tabs using the, I think it's the Stampin' Up! Punch and Ginger. Thanks for that, eh? I saw your 2011 favorites and must-haves, and I had to buy that punch. So, yep, your video cost me, but I know I'm guilty of doing the same to you. So, another flower, some flourishes. Got a couple tags in this pocket. This one opens up. This one is just a... And the nice thing about this paper is there's a lot of designs that you actually have a big, great journaling spots. So they don't always have to stamp journaling spots and everything. So here's another 7 Gypsies envelope, and there's the Tim Holtz journaling ticket inside. Another tag here, and this one here, again, embossed the flourish here, and then I use Perfect Pearls for the journaling spot there. So this one here, this page is made based on Laura Denison's, I forget what she calls it. I'll put a link to the video again down there, but there's lots of pockets in it. There's one right here, and there's a pocket right in the end. And then there's a pocket on the top of the front, and I just use this little clip with a couple charms on it. This is a cute little tag from the paper collection. And then when you flip this page over, there's another pocket right up here. And of course, I wrap this ribbon all the way around from the front. Another flower. This one's made using organza fabric. And I've got, this guy is a little envelope, and I'm sure there's something inside. Yep, there's a little Tim Holtz journaling ticket. So I stamped on the envelope to pretty it up a bit. This here is a stamp I got from Stampin' Up. I thought it made a really cute journaling spot that went really well with this paper collection. So here's that other craft envelope that Ginger sent me. So I used Tim Holtz fragment. This remembering is from the paper collection. A small cluster of flowers there. Inside, this little booklet with some picture mats. This is a glassine envelope. Got a tag that fits in behind here, and also one that's inside. And this one here has a couple photo mats inside. This is a little bottle cap that Ginger sent me, and put a little game spinner on this inside of it. This here, another homemade flower, another smaller flower, a little bit of bling here, and some buttons. This page got a little, one of those little paper clips from Tim Holtz, the little hanger clips. So you can clip a picture or whatever you want in there, and then you flip this up, and of course the paper clip is on this side, so you can put a picture here as well. This was another mess up by me. This chipboard piece, it was actually quite a bit bigger, and I cut sections of it off. This is actually open so that you can put a picture behind it. After I glued it on, I realized that it was crooked, and I was a little miffed, but what I did was I added all these little tiny flowers on the one side. It wasn't that crooked, so I added these flowers. Can't even tell, and personally I think it looks way better now with the small little cluster of flowers over top. So this here, another mat. Centered some flowers along the bottom here with some flourishes. All these flourishes I put some pewter UD on. Here's one tag, some little charms on it, another tag, the picture mat, and a full size. Next page, instead of using flowers, well, I got a few small ones, but I used clock and this chipboard die cut that Ginger had sent me of a spool of thread. Got a couple tags here, a couple in this pocket, got one in the end here, there's one in the top, and when you flip it over, it's very similar on the other side. It's got the full-size tag here. Oops, sorry guys, didn't mean to bump the camera there. It's got another, oops, this one flips up. There's some other small tags in here. So here's the last page. This one I created using a paper bag as well. Every page is created a little bit differently. I don't know, I just felt like doing it that way this time. So sometimes you'll see all my pages look the same, sometimes they're different. This guy's got some charms on it. Full size photo mat again. This here's another little bottle cap that Ginger sent me, so I punched the center of a clock out of the paper collection and filled it with glossy accents. And then I got a full size. Oh, and this guy's got journaling spot and a picture mat. And the back side looks the same, and there's another full-size tag here with, again, another picture mat and journaling spot. Little tag here, one here, and one here. And then just inside the back cover, Ginger sent this little hinge clip. So I put this is a Tim Holtz bauble, put that on the back there. And have the last couple of tags there. So that's the mini I made for Ginger. Ginger, I hope you really like it. Put a lot of time and love into it, so yeah. And you know what? See you in 3 weeks. Bye, and thank you so much for watching, everyone.